to the Los Angeles District Attorney, George Gascon. First and foremost, let me welcome you to the city and county of Los Angeles. My name is Sheuvonda, and I am writing you to let you know that we the people have your back. When I went to the district attorney's office for the help downtown Los Angeles, I contacted them to report these crimes, these murders. I did not know then that someone from the district attorney's office was connected to this drug ring until they just covered it up. All because I had identified Officer Kathy Lopez and other Los Angeles police officers who had illegally raided my house on September 16th, 1999. All because I identified the person who put a gun to my head.
9 months pregnant, illegal raid,
A gun to my
gun
head.
to your head, shotgun to your head. You understand? 9 months pregnant, thrown to the ground, busted your door in. What? You could have went into trauma and had the baby. Could have been any kind of emergency could have came out of that. We living in a time where people try to cover things up, but it's time for the truth to be revealed.
You have been discriminated against by these individual organization and union of attorneys who refuse to accept defeat and have threatened to sue you by rushing to judge your reforms because you are not white.
He ain't white.
You won the seat based upon your platform and ideals. They have bullied you without any justification or standing ground. The people voted you into office for change, to charge the people fair who have been accused of committing a crime, and not for overcharging them based on the color of their skin. District Attorney Gascon, I must end this letter now. I just wanted you to know you have support against this biased and racist organization that support unconstitutional statutes written by white supremacists. I will give you a formal welcome in my documentary. Who am I? I know you're wondering. I'm a part of national and international security. Ask me how I know? The White House told me so. There are terrorists in our government. How? Do you remember when I went downtown Los Angeles to our local government? I did what they said. I showed them the card from the White House in Washington, D.C., and our local, federal, and state government still did not recognize it.
1600 Pennsylvania.
They still did not believe me. Why? 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 Why wouldn't they believe me?
How did you two meet?
Who? Brandon? You mean Michael Brandon Lake? That's interesting. Well, I met him in a bar in Tennessee, and he was playing. And what happened was I was visiting my cousins, and they took me out, and we went on Beale Street. And you know, Beale Street, they have different clubs, and they play music and things like that. So I was at one club, you know, at the thing on Beale Street, and I heard someone singing. And I just left my family. I'm like, I have to go find this person. Who is this singing? A gift from God, an angel. And I just started walking, and didn't know where I was going. I just was following this voice. And I was like, who's that God's gift voice that was singing? So I left my relatives and just went to go find that voice. And I just kept on. I went like into the bars to find out. It was just like leading me to him. So anyway, I found out, and I walked into the bar, and I opened up the door, and I went into this bar-like area, and he was sitting there just playing a guitar. And there he was sitting on the stool playing with his guitar in his hand and his cowboy hat. And I looked at him, and he looked at me. And then, you know, I was kind of like a little scared because I was like only black in there. But for some reason, I felt like at home. It's interesting because one of my security members, they brought me a videotape of Brandon. And they was like, he wants you to see this. And I was like, I know him. He's the guy from Bill Street. I said, oh, he did make it. I'm so happy for him because I knew he would. And he said this person wanted you to see it so that you can remember him. And it was just like how I remembered him, with the hat and sitting there with the guitar and everything. But I was shocked and surprised because he made it in gospel music, and that was not a gospel place. And that was the gospel song that he wanted me to see so I could remember him because he had the cowboy hat and everything on. And so it's called I Need a Ghost. And so when I looked at him, I was just like, oh, I'm so glad, you know, but it just so shocked me because he went to gospel, something that I am with the Lord. So anyway, my cousins came and they found me, and I left and I didn't even get to say anything to him. And they took me to my cousin's spot, which is BB King, one up a couple of more bars up, so that I could meet some of his friends and stuff. So I just want to say to you, I know your birthday's coming up, just like mine's June. Yours is June 21st, mine's is May 21st. Happy birthday to you. And I'm really proud of you. I'm glad you made it. I knew you would. I'm always going to be that rose you got tatted on you. And then he's always going to be my wild rose, whiskey and wine. And that's all he wanted me to tell you. I will never forget it. Thank you.